Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if it's your very first time here. My name is Troy, and in this Anyone Can Invest series, I'm proving that building a passive income is possible for literally anyone.
That means you too.
I started this portfolio from $0 to show how small but consistent investments can grow into something real over time. If you're new or want to see how it all began, I'll link episode 1 right above me. Now, let's jump into this week's update and take a look at the real numbers behind this portfolio. Last episode, this portfolio had officially bounced back into the green. The total value was $2,322.98, with $79.08 in gains, or about 3.58% overall. One stock was soaring near 50%, another had crossed 20%, and a third wasn't far behind. But did I keep that momentum going with my latest buys? Let's take a look. Here are the buys from June 13th of 2025. I'm working towards keeping each stock close to that episode's goal amount, which for this week is $190 per stock, as a simple way to stay balanced. This time around, all 12 stocks landed right in or close enough to that target zone, which is exactly what I'm aiming for with this strategy. So far, I've been doing bi-weekly investments of $60 for 74 weeks straight, and here's where we stand. Here's where the portfolio sits today. $2,414.84 total value, a new all-time high, spread across 12 positions, and currently up $110.87, or 4.88%. Let's check out this chart that tracks our progress from day one. A solid reminder that growth isn't instant or linear, but consistent effort really adds up. This time around, AVGO is still in a league of its own, now up over 52%. But the other names that were flirting with the plus 20% mark last episode have cooled off a little bit for now. So what's fueling this climb the most, and what's still holding us back? Let's take a look. The top performing stock, as I just mentioned, is AVGO. That's up $98.82, or a massive 52.1%, continuing to lead the charge in a big way. On the other end, HUM is still the laggard, currently down $41.47, or 21.92%. No surprise if you've been following the journey. But that's the nature of long-term investing. Some stocks shine early, others take time to warm up. The key is staying invested, not reacting to every swing, and letting time do its thing. Now let's shift focus to the real long-term engine of this portfolio, dividends, the part that quietly builds income behind the scenes. Since the last update, just one dividend came in, but that's another step forward. KNSL paid me 7 cents on June 12th, and it keeps stepping up with each payout. That brings KNSL's total dividends to 23 cents so far, which makes up 0.96% of all of the income this portfolio has generated. You can see in the chart here how KNSL's payments are gradually trending upward, a perfect example of what dividend growth is all about. Now, as for June as a whole, we're sitting at 54 cents in total passive income so far, already up 1.9% higher than June of last year, and we've still got 2 more weeks to go. Small, but growing. Every dollar earned is a dollar I didn't have to work for, and each one quietly pushes this portfolio forward. Now, let's check in on one of the most fun milestones to track. How close are we to unlocking that first bonus investment using just passive income? When the portfolio's cash balance reaches one full bi-weekly contribution, that's $60, I get to make a bonus investment across the portfolio. Last episode, we were on track to hit that milestone by May 1st of 2026. This time around, that projection has been pushed back to May 15th of 2026, a 14-day delay. Now, if you remember from last episode, I mentioned a few positions were still underweight. I went ahead and used some of the idle cash to bring those back in line, which slightly slows the tracker down now, but strengthens the portfolio foundation moving forward. But here's the good news. Now that everything's back on track, we're in a great spot to start cutting that date down again. And in the next update, we could see this bonus get a lot closer. So what's coming next? Let's take a look at what dividends and raises might be headed our way now and in the next episode. We've got a busy stretch ahead, and this portfolio is about to get a little more love from some of our holdings. First up, ODFL is paying us on June 18th, officially locking in more passive income for the month. Then come the Ex-Dividend dates, which is a signal of what's heading our way next. June 17th for PHM, June 20th for AVGO, and June 27th for HUM. And while the actual AVGO payout hits on June 30th, this episode will be published before that. So for tracking purposes, all of our data will be current as of June 27th. Don't forget, the SPAXX interest payment will also land on June 30th, a little cherry on top to close out the month. It's shaping up to be a solid finish to June, and by the next update, we'll be able to tally it all up and see how much ground we've gained. That's a quick look at what's coming next. Steady dividend income and a few nice bumps to keep this portfolio growing. And that wraps up this update to the Anyone Can Invest portfolio. If you got value from this episode, go ahead and hit that like button as it helps more people discover the series. Got questions or suggestions? Drop those in the comments down below as I personally read and respond to every single one of them. And if you're curious on where this portfolio fits into my full investing plan and my early retirement goals, check that out right here. But until next time, see ya.